welcome. My name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. Today's video we're going to be talking about crocheting my co-workers' requests. This video has come about because every time I go to work, I quit my job to do this crochet and YouTube, and then they invited me back, so now I just do 2 days a week at work. Before I quit my job, I started crocheting a lot at work because we get a 1 hour lunch break. So as the girls started to see me crochet when they were on their Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, they would see things come up and think, oh, why doesn't Beck make this or make that? And then so as time has progressed, and of course when I go to a market, I post that on Instagram and that instantly goes to Facebook, and Facebook is pretty much where all my co-workers are. They'll see my setup and get excited for me and that kind of thing. So this has come about because some of the girls have asked me to make things for them, and some of the girls just have suggestions on things that I should make or could make for my markets. So I thought it'd be fun to make a video out of it, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to talk about the co-worker who has requested. We're going to talk about what did they request. I'll show you photos, and then I'm going to have links to the patterns. Some of the girls have linked the patterns, some of the patterns I have found myself. And so we won't actually be making the things in this video, we're just going to be talking about it. And then as time progresses, you're going to start seeing videos about the things that I make for them or the suggestions that they've told me to make. So that will be like a pattern review or a will it market or a market prep, because a lot of stuff I'll make for my markets. And if I just make something just for the co-worker, then we'll do a process video of just making whatever the thing is. So that's just because I like to go into details about things. So this is really like an introduction telling you what they've requested. So the first co-worker is Ellie. Ellie is my big boss at work. I work in childcare and she is called the director or the nominated supervisor. So she looks after everybody on the premises, and then we have an owner of the childcare center. So Ellie, quite some time ago, requested a poison apple, and I had seen this on Etsy as well, and I've saved it, and so I think that would be a great make for Halloween markets. I really want to get ahead for the Halloween markets. I want to have everything like sort of the same as what I usually make, but Halloweeny, and some other little things. We already talked about we're going to make some Chloe bats, but I think that'll be a great market make. And as you can see in the listing description, listing photos I should say, there's quite a few things that you can do with it. You could do like if you put like a stem on it, it can look like a, what do you call them, candy apple? Is that what they're called? That used to get at the supermarket? Or you can have them stand alone by themselves. And when I'm ready to make them, I'll ask Ellie what color she would like, but I suspect she would probably like red and black. So the second thing that Ellie has requested, this is like you should make it for your markets, and that is rubber duckies. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I'm collecting some baby blanket, and I think they will make great rubber duckies. And we have the big color as well in the orange. I did just get a peachy kind of color as well, so maybe we can do like some pastel ones and some brighter ones with the bright orange. And Ellie said to me that would be great for people who go on cruises. She goes on quite a few cruises, so we might give her a couple of duckies and then we'll make the rest for a market prep. Our next co-worker is Brodie. So I've written down in my notes, Brodie featuring Kelsey, because Brodie requested this, but she said Kelsey and I want this. So this is Brodie, this is Kelsey. Brodie has requested a Perry the Platypus. Now I had seen this a lot, like the color scheme and the platypus, and I didn't know what was going on, but it is from a TV show, and so there's quite a few patterns, and I did ask Brodie which pattern would she like, because I probably won't market prep this. I think I'll make it just for Brodie, one for Kelsey. and Brodie just requested that the hat be detachable. So I've decided on this pattern, so we will do that one in the future. Next we have Grace. Now Grace used to be, here's Grace. Grace used to be the nominated supervisor or the director of the center, and Ellie was the assistant director. And Grace had a baby about 9 months ago, and I actually have a video that I need to put up, which is where I made this really epic nappy cake for her. And so I've got all the footage, I just got to put it together when I'm, got some time. But yeah, so Grace ended up, she had her maternity leave, and then she decided to stay at home with her baby. And of course she's been following me on Facebook, and she messages me every now and then. And so when she saw my rainbow Odin dragon, she was like, if you hadn't have sold that, then I would totally buy it. Her son was born in the year of the dragon, so I'm going to make some baby Odin dragons with some of this Burnett baby blanket. And I'm also, my partner Anthony has requested that I make a rainbow Odin, just like the other one, but with black yarn. So we'll hold the rainbow yarn double with the black yarn. And then I'll just ask Grace which one she would like. Would she like a baby one, or does she want me to make her a giant one? Next we have Liz. Liz, I just let her know, I'm like, hey, I'm making this video. Do you have any requests? Because I've already made her a loaf cat, mini loaf cat. And then her dog ate the butt out of it. And the loaf cat was for her daughter, Malika. So I have another loaf cat. I'd made 2 of them and they were like too expensive to make. I make the bigger ones now. So I'm going to give her the second one that I had. I'll get a photo and I'll put it here. And I asked, is there anything else that you would like? Because I'll just make it, because I'm making a video out of it. And she said that Malika would probably like anything frog related. So this week I have been obsessing over making this frog. And I am going to market prep this and make a bunch of them. And then I'll send some photos and Malika can choose her favorite one and keep that one. And then I'll take the rest to the market. Next is Georgia. I had to go through my messages. I haven't asked Georgia lately what she would like, but she has been sending me a few things here and there. And so she sent me these crochet hearts, which reminds me of some quilted hearts that my mum has put together. And you can make them for like little mug rugs or coasters or something like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the hearts, but I was excited. I just ran out of storage space on my phone mid-conversation, so we're back to the iPad. I was charging my iPad. So back to Georgia. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll make with the crochet heart. Maybe we could turn it into a pretty blanket pattern, like maybe crochet around the outside and turn it into a square and make a nice blanket. I'm not sure. Let's see where it takes us when we make it. The next thing she sent me was this old school lizard. So it was like things that you could make with beads and like wire. So that'll be really cool. There's all different designs that you can make. Blondie Knots did a video where she made one and it was really cool. She made like this fluoro lizard. So the picture, well, the little video that Georgia sent was a lizard. So we'll see. And then the last thing that Georgia sent me was reusable Easter eggs. I think they're great. There's a heap of variety of things that you can make. So I would make, I would do a market prep for next Easter with that. So now I'm getting all my little boxes and we can get that all organized. So that's all the projects coming up that my co-workers have requested. I'm so excited to make everything. I've already started on the frogs. So once I'm finished making the frogs, then we'll choose somebody else and we'll probably, I think we'll go with Ellie's requests and get going with the rubber duckies and then probably dragons after that. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video and seeing some of the projects that are coming up next and where the inspiration has come from, which is my co-workers asking me to do stuff. If anybody else at work asks me to do anything else, I'll pop that in the next video and we'll move on to that after we've finished with this inspiration. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video when we're making frogs. Bye! Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.